We freely used the atomic bomb.
In fact, Doctor, you assisted in selecting the target to drop the atomic bomb on Japan, didn't you?
Yes.
Well, then you knew, did you not, that by dropping that atomic bomb on the target you selected, that thousands of civilians would be killed or injured. Is that correct?
Yes, not as many as turned out.
Oh. How many were killed or injured?
70,000.
70,000 at both Hiroshima and...
110,000 in both.
On the day of each bombing?
Yes.
And in the weeks and years that followed?
It has been put at somewhere between 50 and 100,000.
220,000 dead, at least.
Yes.
Any moral scruples about that?
Terrible ones.
But yet you testified in here that the bombing of Hiroshima was very successful.
Technically successful.
Oh, technically it was very successful.
And it is also alleged to have helped end the war.
Would you have been supportive of the dropping of a hydrogen bomb on Hiroshima?
It would make no sense at all.
Why?
The target is too small.
Well, supposing there had been a target in Japan big enough for a thermonuclear weapon, would you have been opposed to the dropping of it?
This was not a problem with which I was confronted.
Well, I'm confronting you with it now, sir. Would you have been opposed to the dropping of a thermonuclear weapon on Japan because of moral scruples?
Yes, I believe I would, sir.
Or did you oppose the dropping of an atomic bomb on Hiroshima because of moral scruples?
We set forth our...
No, you. I'm asking you.
I set forth our arguments against dropping it, but I did not endorse them.
You mean after working night and day for 3 years building the bomb, you then argued against the use of it?
I was asked by the Secretary of War what the views of scientists were. I gave him the views against and the views for.
You supported the dropping of the atom bomb on Japan, didn't you? You supported it.
How do you mean support?
Well, you helped pick the target, didn't you?
I did my job. I was not in a policy-making position at Los Alamos. I would have done anything I was asked to.
Well, then you would have built the H-bomb, too, wouldn't you?
I could.
I didn't ask you that, Doctor. And the GAC report, which you co-authored after the Soviet atomic test, said a super bomb should never be built.
What I meant was... What I meant.
Who? And would the Russians do anything to increase their strength?
If we did it, they would have to do it. Our efforts would only fuel their efforts, just as it had with the atomic bomb.
Just as it had with the atomic bomb, exactly. No moral scruples in 1945, plenty in 1945.